tell us about day one. No, what it's like to be back and what you've been up to.
It's exciting. It seems like it's been in a while in the making. Of us young boys have been back a little bit now, just training together, kicking the legs over. But to be officially back now, it's exciting. I think everyone's ready to have a fresh start and go again.
What did you make of the running test that you all did out there?
It was solid, super solid. It's a different one, so it was good to do something different, but it doesn't get any easier than any other test.
Did you know that one was coming, or did it get sprung on you?
No, we knew. We didn't know exactly how it was going to pan out, but we knew that it was going to be something different. And Matt had explained it to us a few times, but until today, it's pretty fresh. I don't think anyone had ever done it, so it was tough, that's for sure.
What's the difference between, say, your first day here last year where you came in as a draftee and then your first day in a proper full pre-season? What are you sort of feeling and expecting?
It is completely different. It's something I reflected on actually like a couple of days ago. It's like you come in so fresh, trying to learn faces, trying to learn the facility, and not knowing what to expect. And then you come in now, and luckily, us young boys are so grateful to have a bit of exposure last year to actual AFL games. So to come in now and attack a pre-season off that exposure, I think it will hold us in great stead. And those standards that we learnt throughout last year, will hopefully hold us in good stead over the pre-season, and we can keep training to the standards that we need to be at.
You spoke before about young guys as a group training and stuff. I've seen it on social media. You've also been just hanging out. Looks like you went to Roto last week and doing some other bits and pieces. There seems to be a good connection between you young guys.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's from our first year group last year, that was a bit of an emphasis that we just tried to get as close and as best mates as we could. And I feel like that's sort of grown to the whole first to 4 year group. So that makes training now super enjoyable because we're just best mates and we're training together and trying to get better. So it's exciting and super fun to be able to train with your mates, I guess.
Was it good to see, I guess, some senior guys out there? They didn't have to be there, but they were?
Yeah, no, they didn't have to be there. So it was great to see them come along and their experience in the drills that we were doing, and just them being there, providing extra numbers is invaluable. So to have them along, and hopefully they keep coming along and we can just keep growing together, because I think everyone's just as hungry as each other. So having them along is great.
What about Luke Shuey as well? Having him, he was captain, now he's coach. Is that weird?
It's definitely different seeing him. He was out there training last year and now he's in the coach's uniform, so it's different. But he's just the same old Luke Shuey. So he just, I think he's super eager to get in there, but I guess he's a coach now. So his experience and he was only a player last year, so I think he knows what it's like. He'll be super helpful to the coaching group, I think.
Speaking of Luke, there was a photo he posted at the end of last year in his retirement, and it was in front of his locker, but there was your name, you with you there. Are you taking that number next year? I
was lucky enough that Boots offered it to me, so I was super honoured to be able to take number 13 from him, and God, if I can do half of what he'd done in number 13, I think it'd be all right. But I'm super happy to take it, and
What's the connection with you and Luke? Did he take you under his wing a bit last year, or did you go and spend some time with him?
No. Luke took every first year under his wing. His interpersonal skills between the whole group is just something that you admire. The way he has a connection with everyone on the list, and I think he was super helpful with us younger boys, and particularly with us boys that have made the move from Victoria across. He understood that and offered lots of help throughout the year, and I think he's got a different connection with everyone on the list. So I think that's just what he's like.
He's obviously the stoppage and structures coach. You in your under 18s played a bit more midfield as well. Obviously played forward this year. Are you looking to maybe move in there now that after a few years of injuries in your under 18 program and full year at AFL level, to come back in and play a bit more mid?
Look, we'll see what happens. It's not really nothing I have my eyes set on just yet, but wherever you play on the ground, the stoppages and that sort of thing is a crucial thing you've got to understand. So whether or not it's in the midfield, forward or back, you've got to understand the stoppages. So I think everyone will have a bit to do with Shuey along the way.
Speaking of under 18s, former teammate of yours in Harley Reid could be coming west. What's your thoughts on that? Is that exciting if that happens? Oh yeah,
super exciting. I think it's just super exciting to get any youth into the list at the moment. I think us young boys, we're obviously all, as you touched on, all great mates, and if we can continue to grow that friendship group, I think it'll be super exciting. So whether it's Harley or anyone else, I'm super excited to get some more young boys.
Have you
coming on.
spoken to him about it at all over the summer? Has he asked you any questions about what it's like out west or anything?
No, not really. We just we are friends at the end of the day, so it doesn't have to be around footy. So, nothing too in particular about Perth or anything. We just catch up as friends.
Do you feel as though Harley would fit in at the club, Noah, knowing the young guys and you being one of them?
Oh, definitely. I feel like we've made it a pretty good environment for every young kid to come and fit in. And it's touching on my point, like it's just exciting if we can get any young players in, because I think it's an exciting place to be after how good of mates that we've become, our draft crew together. I hope the other boys can join into that as well.
There's plenty of his mate around Harley. He's this rock star already, and he's giving autographs at just local footy and things. And how would he go in a two-team town where I imagine you're getting recognised now as well? How would he fit in?
I think this year's been sort of the perfect. He's already learned it this year. I think whenever he goes to Melbourne, I think it's him. People knows who he is. So for him to come to a town like Perth, I don't think much will change if that's the case. So no, I'm sure that he'll be fine, and he's had to deal with it this year. So it'll be rinse and repeat for next year, I think.
You saw Ruben Jimby take out that test today, and he looks like he's added a fair bit of bulk to his frame as well. What can you sort of think to expect from Ruben after that hamstring injury ended his year? Yeah,
he's in super nick at the moment. He's been sort of the benchmark for boys to catch over the off season so far, and no matter how hard you try or anyone tries, you just can't catch him. So he's set a great standard so far for boys to get to, and after his hammy last year, I think he's had a good opportunity to get super fit again, and I don't think that'll cause any issues, and I think he'll just add a bit more size. And again, I think all us young boys from last year are just super grateful for the exposure that we had. So to build towards getting better into next year, I think that'll help us a lot.
What sort of work have you and the young guys been doing over the off-season?
We just come in and just complete the program, and it just makes it easier when you've got lots of boys around. So then the skills at the end of the session become a bit more realistic, a bit more game-like, and you can get a bigger crew together to train.
Who's come closest to Ruben?
I think out of the young boys camp, we'll probably get closest to Ruben at the moment, but in saying that, everyone's still pretty far behind him.
Have you noticed much of a change with Matt coming in and sort of overseeing the program, and change of sort of styles and what he's looking for?
I find it hard to judge just because it's only my second year. So as of now, there's been a few different things, but it's something that will probably get a bit different over the course of the pre-season. But Matt's a super nice guy, and I'm really excited to. And I think the whole list is to work with him and see how we can go this off-season, pre-season. What
else did you get up to over your break?
I just went home for a bit, relaxed, caught up with family, and then now I've just been back for 3 weeks and got stuck into training as a group, as we said, and that's about it. Kept it pretty simple.
You also signed a contract extension to remain at the Eagles for another 2 years on top of what you already have. Is that just because you're just loving it over here? Yeah, I've loved it so far. I think it's quite an easy move from country Victoria to Perth. I've loved the club. The club's been super helpful with me. I've made good friends. It's just a no-brainer. I've loved it. So I'm super grateful and happy to be able to sign an extra 2 years. And then, hopefully continue to grow and get better with the younger group.